Starting this year, I observe April 12th to 14th as an annual 3-day celebration, which I call the 3 Days of Starlight. Starlight by Dreamcatcher has renewed my love for life and the universe. I absolutely love it, and I just want to talk about every reason why, and that's why we're here today. Before we start, you may want to listen to the entire song from start to finish. That way it might be a little bit less annoying when I stop and start the song again. And with that, we will begin. Yes! Sorry, I know we're only 1 second in, but just hit the 4th interval into the root note right away. That is so good. I'm not sure if they got the idea from I Can't Stop Me by Twice. But regardless, it works really well. I'm already happy, and we are literally 1 second into the song. Okay, let's see if I can actually start the video this time. This is so good. Okay, so the reason I had to stop it is because of that build-up thing. So I'll talk about that before the rest of it. It's absolutely magical. Seriously, that is amazing! Okay, second thing. Notice what they added in the 5th measure compared to the 1st. Just that little bit of progress by adding something on top. I love that so much. I also just love this chord progression, and I love the timing of the chord changes. Okay, it's time to bring in Jiu and jump in. Lovely singing from Handong here. Especially her last note is such an important lead-in. And the drum sounds in the song are perfect. They're strong enough to make you want to move, but not strong enough to hurt. And they kind of have this echo to them. It makes it feel like I'm outside no matter where I'm listening from. I feel this so much, especially when I'm spinning in circles. But for the sake of being chronological, let me start with the build-up. Listen to these quiet notes they put in. I like to imagine each note is like a star twinkling in the night sky. It just feels like magic. And this drum speed up is so creative, because normally you get something like this, but they do this. I can't remember any other song where I've heard this, and it works so well in this context. And then we take this breath and clap, 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 ding! With that whisper to go along with it. And now that I've finally gotten to the actual chorus, we haven't heard it in too long. I'm just gonna play it again. Yoo Hyun sings a great lead, and they keep hitting this note. And then they switch to hitting the same note with the supporting vocals. And again, for some reason, the tone just feels magical. I love singing this hook, the You're My Starlight, and then Xi'an's part is a perfect way to end it. It's the only part of this chorus that doesn't emphasize that note, and it leads perfectly into this next part. And now that we're there, yoobin, ladies and gentlemen. I just had such a hard time finding somewhere I could stop. This verse has got mad flow. Every phrase is perfectly connected to the next. We'll start chronologically with that so important transition into the second verse. It already would have worked, and then they add those 5 extra guitar strums, which fit so well. Okay, next part. Dami comes in. Before she comes in, the lowest thing anyone sings is a C-sharp 4. Her second note is an F-sharp 3, which is a perfect way to come down from where we just were. And this thing that starts when she does. That is its first appearance so far, and it just sounds smooth. I just love the sound of it. And then, this ascending thing is amazing. And to go along with it, we go into singing higher notes afterwards. And behind it, that drum fill is epic. Now since we've finally gotten to Gahyun, listen to these staccatos behind her. I'll play just one of them first, so you know what I'm talking about. Now listen to how these all work together. We did not have those in the first verse, that's new. I love every piece of this verse individually, and I love it even more all together. Also, this phrase from Gahyun that I stopped on. I love this. And there's a voice we haven't heard since way in the beginning. I can feel her passion from all the way on the other side of the earth. Also, compare the "There's Something" lows to "Look Over There." It's almost identical, but the whispering is a whole step up. Small thing, when they hit that note with the word "with," they go up both times. I feel like I've heard so many other songs where they don't go for that note the first time and only the second time. I love that they do it both of them here. And another small thing, I love the words to this. No need to be bright like sunshine, you shine even without the moonlight. It takes a lot to make me love the words to a song where I don't understand most of them, but they did it. This note, this is so powerful. I think I physically resonate to an F sharp when it hits. And it's not like we've been deprived of root notes in this song, just for some reason it hits me really hard. Okay, but I skipped over something. The transition into halftime here is amazing. Normally on a halftime switch you would change the drum pattern, but here we cut it out completely. Like you were just spinning and then you stopped and it feels like the entire earth is spinning. Like, I know the earth is spinning, but not the point. It hits so hard, while at the same time cutting the pace in half. I can think of one other song that does this. Crush by Pendulum. So, they're a good company by sharing this with another of my all-time favorite songs. And even relative to Crush, this still feels unique. Anyway, that's the last part, so I guess it's time for closing thoughts. I had a lot to talk about today, and the fact that there is so much to take in might be part of why I wasn't sure how I felt about Starlight on the first listen, but now that I've lived with it, I must say it is an absolutely spectacular work of art. It will stay with me my whole life, and it will be played at my wedding if I ever have one. But for now, I will let this beautiful ending play us out.